He's running. Fast. And he doesn't see the root until it's too late. He's on the ground. His leg, bent in a way legs are never supposed to bend. Out here, that one sound, that single crack, could be a death sentence. No hospital. No ambulance. Just him, his tribe, and years of figuring things out the hard way. Quick question. If this happened to you, right now, with absolutely nothing, would you make it to tomorrow? Stick with me, because what I'm about to show you is going to mess with your head a little. 7,000 years ago, humans were cutting open skulls. On purpose. And some of those people walked afterward. We'll get there. But first, let's rewind. Picture a tiny camp. Every single day is a gamble. One wrong step near a cliff. One bite from the wrong animal. One tiny scratch that doesn't look like much, yet. Out here, a broken leg isn't just painful. It means you can't hunt, can't run, can't escape. And in a world full of teeth and claws, can't escape usually means doesn't survive. So, what would you do if it was your friend lying there, leg twisted? Turns out, humans cracked this problem a long time ago. We're talking healed bones found from over 1.6 million years back, before Homo sapiens was even a thing. So how'd they pull it off? No X-ray, no cast, no painkillers. Just guts, instinct, and a whole lot of screaming. Step 1, and really sit with this. Someone grabs the broken limb and pulls hard, realigning shattered bone with bare hands, while the person is fully awake, fully feeling every single second. Brutal? Absolutely. But it worked. Then came the fix. Strips of bark, animal hide, even mud that hardens like cement, wrapped tight to hold everything in place. Sound familiar? That's basically a cast. Same idea doctors use today, just swap the plaster for tree bark. And here's the part that gets me. Some ancient skeletons have bones that healed perfectly straight. Whoever did that knew exactly what they were doing. This wasn't luck. This was skill. But here's where it gets even crazier. Some skeletons were found with absolutely brutal injuries, crushed legs, shattered ribs, even a missing arm. And they lived for years afterward. Think about that for a second. Someone with a missing arm, completely unable to hunt, unable to fight, survived. Which means someone else fed them, protected them, cared for them, every single day, for years. That's not just medicine. That's family. That's love, before the word even existed. But broken bones? They weren't the real enemy. The real killer was invisible, and it was everywhere. A tiny cut, barely worth noticing. 2 days later, it's spreading. Red, then dark. And nobody knows why. No antibiotics. No clue what bacteria even was. So what did they do? They watched. They experimented. And slowly, painfully, across thousands of years, they found answers. Honey. Plain honey. Ancient Egyptians were packing wounds with it over 5,000 years ago. And here's the wild part. Honey actually kills bacteria. Hospitals still use medical-grade honey. Today, they also chewed on a plant called yarrow, found literally stuck in the teeth of Neanderthals, which helps blood clot and calms inflammation. No labs, no science, no textbooks, just watching what worked, remembering it, and passing it down, again and again, for 10,000 years. But sometimes, the problem wasn't on the surface. It was inside. And that's when things go from impressive to genuinely insane. Imagine someone in your tribe. Violent headaches. Acting like a completely different person. You have no idea why. No concept of brain. No concept of pressure. So, what did some ancient cultures do? They drilled a hole into the skull while the person was still alive. This is called trepanation, and it's one of the oldest surgeries on Earth. Using nothing but sharpened stone, they'd scrape and grind through bone to open the skull itself. Now here's the part that should genuinely blow your mind. Archaeologists have studied thousands of these skulls, and many show smooth, rounded edges around the hole. Not jagged. Smooth. Smooth means it healed. Smooth means the person lived. Estimated survival rate for ancient brain surgery? Over 50%. No anesthesia. No sterile tools. 50%. How? Some researchers think they used natural painkillers, certain leaves, certain plants, to numb the area beforehand. Now, picture this from the other side. You're the patient, lying down, fully conscious, while someone presses sharpened stone against your skull. And the only thing keeping you calm is trusting that this person has done it before and succeeded. That trust, that's everything. Which brings us to the real twist of this story. Every tribe had someone like this. Not a doctor with a degree, but someone who remembered. Someone who'd seen this injury before, who knew which plant stopped bleeding and which plant did absolutely nothing. This person learned through trial, through error, sometimes through tragedy. But whatever worked, got remembered, got repeated, got taught to the next person, and the next, and the next, like a chain stretching across thousands of years, all the way to right now. This, right here, is where medicine actually began. Around a fire, passed from one shaking, scared person to another. Every surgery you've ever heard of, every cast on every broken arm, traces back to this exact moment. Back to people who had no idea what a virus was, but refused to give up on each other. So, remember our hunter? Leg shattered, lying in the dirt, completely helpless, staring up at the trees? His tribe reached him. They set the bone, wrapped it tight. They fed him, protected him through the night, and they waited. Days passed, then weeks, and then he stood up, and he walked. The first doctors had no degrees. What they had was memory, curiosity, and people who simply refused to let each other die alone in the dark. And honestly, that's not so different from medicine today.